The question is, let A is equals to set of all n belongs to n such that n is equals to 1 or the only prime factors of n are 2 or 3. For example, 6 belongs to A, 10 does not belongs to A. Let S is equals to sigma n belongs to A 1 by n. Then the options are A is finite, S is a divergent series, S is equal to 3, and fourth option is S is equals to 6. So we have been given a set A which is equal to set of all n belongs to set of all natural numbers such that n is equal to 1 or the only prime factors of n are 2 or 3. Alright, so this is the set we have been given. So basically n is the set of all those natural numbers such that either n is 1 or n is equals to some 2 raised to I, 3 raised to j, where I and j belongs to set 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. Right? So this is set A because it is given that the only prime factors of n are 2 or 3. So if we will do the prime factorization of n, we will be getting only 2 and 3 as its prime factor. So A is either equal to 1 or A is equal to some 2 raised to I into 3 raised to j, where I and j belongs to set 0, 1, 2, so on. So basically we can say that A is the set of all numbers of the form 2 raised to I into 3 raised to j such that I and j belongs to the set 0, 1, 2, 3, so on. The reason is, if we will take I is equals to j is equals to 0, so 2 raised to I into 3 raised to j is equal to 2 raised to 0 into 3 raised to 0, that is 1. So basically this n is equals to 1 is already included in when we are writing any element of the form 2 raised to I into 3 raised to j. So that is why we can write A by this set. And clearly 6, the prime factorization of 6 is 2 into 3 and therefore it will be an element of A, and the prime factorization of 10 is 2 into 5. But in elements of A, we cannot have any element having its prime factors other than 2 or 3. So 10 will not be an element of A. Now based on this set A, a number S is defined which is sigma n belongs to A 1 by n. Basically it is a series. So based on set A, a series S is defined, and therefore we can say that this series is sigma n belongs to A 1 by n is equal to sigma I over I and j from 0 to infinity 1 by 2 raised to I into 3 raised to j. Now we have to find what is the sum of this series. This is equal to, let us first do the summation over j. Alright, so this is sigma I is equals to 0 to infinity, sigma j is equals to 0 to infinity 1 by 2 raised to I into 3 raised to j. So we are doing summation first over j and then over I. So now this is equal to sigma I is equals to 0 to infinity. Now we are doing summation over j. Right, so this will be 1 by 2 raised to I plus 1 by 2 raised to I into 3 plus 1 by 2 raised to I into 3 square plus so on till infinity. Now this is equal to, as we can see that 1 by 2 raised to I is common in all of them, we can take it out. So this is 1 by 2 raised to I into 1 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 square plus so on, sigma I is equals to 0 to infinity. So this is what we are having now. Now this is equal to sigma I is equals to 0 to infinity 1 by 2 raised to I. This is representing a geometric series with first term 1 and common ratio is 1 by 3. So the sum of this series is equal to 1 by 1 minus 1 by 3. So this is equal to sigma I is equals to 0 to infinity 1 by 2 raised to I into 1 by 2 by 3. So this is sigma I is equals to 0 to infinity 1 by 2 raised to I into 3 by 2. Now 3 by 2 is constant, we can take it out. So this is 3 by 2 sigma I is equals to 0 to infinity 1 by 2 raised to I. Now this is 3 by 2 into 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 square plus so on. Again this is a geometric series with common ratio 1 by 2 and first term 1. So this is equal to 3 by 2 into 1 by 1 minus 1 by 2. So we have 3 by 2 into 1 by 1 by 2, that is 3 by 2 into 2, which is equal to 3. So S is equal to 3. The sum of this series is equal to 3. Now if we look at the options, first option is A is finite. So clearly we have obtained our set A as set of all elements of the form 2 raised to I into 3 raised to j such that I and j belongs to 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. So this set is basically an infinite set, right? So option 1 is wrong. Option 2 is S is a divergent series. So we know that we have obtained the sum of this series is equal to 3. The value of S is equal to 3. So therefore S cannot be a divergent series. S is a convergent series. Now option 3 is S is equal to 3. So that is correct. And therefore option 4 will be wrong, which is saying that S is equals to 6. So option 3 is the correct answer. Thank you.